Could the Titans start Malik Willis at quarterback? Because there's rumors that they're going to at least use him more, if not start him potentially this week.
Well, I think it all is going to depend on the status of Ryan Tannehill because he was injured during their big win over Indianapolis on Sunday. He finished out the game, but there's been some chatter that he won't be practicing much this week. Now, he's a veteran. He's obviously been in the league a long time, so he doesn't necessarily need a massive amount of practice time, but it is something to monitor because certainly Willis would bring a different component to the Tennessee offense. I mean, he's a very good scrambler, puts up a lot of yards as a rusher and everything. That would be where the potential would lie there. He would not be a bad addition at quarterback if he does end up starting, because as we've seen in fantasy, running quarterbacks are a tremendous asset. But at this stage right now, it's just kind of speculation at this point. I mean, the Titans really have not had a great passing game this year. I mean, Robert Woods came over from the Rams. They don't have Treylon Burks right now. He's on injured reserve. Woods has not been putting up the numbers that he did in Los Angeles. Obviously, they were a more dynamic offense out there, but he was kind of the supporting cast member to Cooper Kupp, and he's having a little bit of trouble right now being kind of the lead guy.
Now, speaking of guys that you're going to have to watch out for in this game, you always talk about Derrick Henry with the Titans in recent years, but he's only averaging 4 yards per carry this year. Dameon Pierce averaging 4.8 yards per carry. And you go, well, maybe the Texans have the advantage there, but we know about this Texans defense and the linebacking core and the tackling and all of the stuff that they've had issues with against the run. The Titans, great run defense. That's another thing to take into account. They're 4th in the league, Andy, against the run. I mean, this is going to be an interesting matchup for this game.
Well, the thing about Dameon Pierce is even when he's in tough matchups, he's going to get enough volume to still deliver good fantasy days. But I would be very worried. In fact, I'm playing against Derrick Henry in one of my leagues this week. If you've got to go against him, I would just be extremely worried about how much he's going to feast on that porous Texans run defense.
The only thing the Texans do well, though, is they're a bend but don't break, except for last week. But if it gets to close to the goal line, maybe they can stop at least Derrick Henry from scoring touchdowns. That's my only assurance for you, Andy, this week.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to stop him at all.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.